Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network and iHeartRadio. Welcome to Hunting for Answers, a true crime podcast. I'm your host, Hunter, and today we're highlighting a case that shook the quiet community of Clinton, Mississippi, a city of just over 26,000 people just west of Jackson. On the night of October 20th, 2025, everything changed. A 45-year-old nurse and mother of three was found fatally shot inside of her home. She had left an abusive relationship. She had spoken up, all while trying to protect her children. This is the story of Jasmine Singleton. Jasmine Singleton was 45 years old, a nurse from Clinton, Mississippi. She was a mother to three children. Friends and family remember her as sweet, happy, loving, and gentle, a bright spirit who brought light to those around her. She loved to sing. Her sister Deandra recalls karaoke nights, singing backup the way she always did, laughing with her sister like they had so many times before. Her makeup artist and longtime friend Christine Cody also remembers the quieter moments. Jasmine sitting in her chair, talking and laughing as Christine carefully shaped her eyebrows. But behind that smile, according to those who knew her best, Jasmine was fighting a battle many women know far too well. Jasmine had been in a relationship with 42-year-old Carlton D. Mack of Jackson, Mississippi. According to her sister Deandra, Mack had a history of domestic violence. Arrests and incidents, she says, made Jasmine worried for her safety and for her children. Months before her death, Jasmine ended the relationship. She spoke up about the abuse and tried to break free. But as her sister later said, she spoke up, but it wasn't enough. October 20th, 2025, just before 11 p.m. At 10:58 p.m., residents in the 900 block of Cedar Hills Drive reported hearing gunfire. Witnesses looked out and saw a gold Chevrolet Tahoe speeding away from the area. When police arrived at Jasmine's home, they found her inside, shot multiple times. Jasmine's life had been taken. The investigation had moved quickly. Witnesses reported seeing the gold Chevrolet leaving the scene. Surveillance footage from nearby cameras confirmed a vehicle matching the description fled Cedar Hills Drive. Police ran the vehicle's registration. It was registered to 42-year-old Carlton D. Mack, Jasmine's ex-boyfriend. Her family had already said that Mack had prior domestic violence arrests. The Tahoe was later found abandoned in Jackson and recovered by police. Police issued a public alert. His name and photo were shared by news stations and on social media. The manhunt was on. The next day, the gold Chevrolet Tahoe was found abandoned in Jackson. Police recovered the vehicle, but Mack was nowhere to be found. The wait for Jasmine's family was agonizing. Her only sister, Deandra, spoke to the local news. She said, "Why did you do that to my sister? My only sister, my oldest sister." She called Mack a jealous coward, a man who refused to let go. "You know the saying, 'till death do us part'? That's what it was," she said. He didn't want to let her go. So instead of being a man, he took her away from us. On October 22nd, 2025, less than 48 hours after the murder. The U.S. Marshal Service arrested Carlton D. Mack in Bolton, Mississippi. He was charged with murder and with possession of a firearm by a convicted felon. For Jasmine's family, the arrest brought some relief, but not all of the healing. Her children, her sister, other family members, and her friends would all now have to live with the reality that Jasmine was no longer here. Leaving an abusive relationship is often the most dangerous time for a survivor. Jasmine did everything they say to do. She left. She spoke up. She asked for help, and she tried to protect her family. But holes in the system still failed to protect her. Despite his prior convictions, Max still had access to a firearm, and he found his way back to her. In the days after she lost her life, friends, family, and many in Clinton mourned Jasmine. To them, she was so much more than a nurse. She was a mother, a sister, a friend, a daughter. Despite her heartbreak, Deandra found strength in her sister's courage. She wanted Jasmine's story to serve as a warning and as a call to action. Everyone has to speak up when you see these red flags, she said. You have to speak up. Jasmine's death raises difficult questions. What more could have been done? How do we protect survivors even after they leave situations like this? How do we keep repeat offenders from accessing firearms? And how do we ensure that speaking up is enough next time? As of December 2025, Carlton D. Mack remains in custody facing murder charges. Jasmine's family continues to grieve the loss of a woman who brought so much light into their lives. Our thoughts and prayers are with the family and friends of Jasmine Singleton. As we close out this episode, remember that sharing Jasmine's story helps to spread more awareness, keep the conversations going, and show just how much work still needs to be done with situations like these. Follow Hunting for Answers for updates on this case and others like it. Subscribe on YouTube and follow us on Instagram and TikTok for more true crime stories and case updates. And if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to share your thoughts on this case in the comments below. Thank you so much for joining us for another episode. Until next time. Hunting for Answers is a production of the Black Effect Podcast Network. For more podcasts from the Black Effect Podcast Network, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.